John D. Rockefeller did not just build the richest empire in history, but he also funded and reformed the public school system your child is following today. To serve his interests and not your interests. To serve his interests and not your child's interests. Please stay with me. Sit down and relax. We're in class. You're learning. So here's what nobody is talking about that I'm here to share with you. John D. Rockefeller leveraged on 3 fundamental wealthy principles that built him as a giant, as an industrial tycoon. And he did not just leverage on these wealthy principles, but he also passed the same principles on to his children. The same principles today, wealthy parents, high-achieving parents, these are the successful entrepreneurs, business owners, or thought leaders, are passing on to their children, especially those that are nurtured to become the next empire builders, the next leaders, the next creators, the next owners, the next thinkers, that are educated but not inside school, outside school. Because real education is not inside school, it's outside school. Stay with me. Wealthy principle number 1. John D. Rockefeller understood that apprenticeship is greater. The word is greater than a degree. Stay with me, I'll explain. I define apprenticeship as learning from the marketplace. You didn't hear me? Learning from the marketplace. So you are interested in learning a skill. You want to trade. Make sense? You move out and learn from someone who is having that skill already, to pass on the experience and the wisdom to you, who is the next empire builder. That is what John D. Rockefeller did. So in 1855, this gentleman quit high school at the age of 16, and he decided to balance books, start balancing books. Does that make sense? So he calculated or counted money flowing in and money flowing out. He balanced profits, counted losses. At the end of the day, he gained a number 1 financial literacy skill everyone need. So here's the fundamental question I want to pose to you as a high-achieving parent who is looking forward to nurturing the next builder, to nurturing a successor, an owner. Who is your child learning from? You didn't hear me. Who is your child learning from? So you need to curate an environment, or take your child into an environment that hosts people that are rich in the skill your child is interested in hosting, so that those people are in position to pass on wisdom to your child as the next empire builder. Empire builder, period. If you keep that child in school, at the age of 25, the child will be like, Mommy, Daddy, what next? What next? Wealthy principle number 2. John D. Rockefeller solved a real problem. Stay with me. He solved a real problem. Here's what the guy did. In the 1960s, the guy opened his eyes and acknowledged a real world problem. So he acknowledged an increase in prices of kerosene for lamps, and also went further to acknowledge that, the one they are distributing, it is dirty. The one people are distributing, it is dirty. So what did he do? He curated a solution. What did he do? He standardized the refining. Solution number 1. Solution number 2, he cut costs. And solution number 3, he owned distribution. So he didn't invent oil. He just owned the system. Here's what high-achieving parents do. Wealthy parents do. High-achieving people do. Performers do. They let their kids open up to this question. What problem are you solving? Not who is going to hire you at the age of 25. So they shift the kid's mind from who is gonna hire them at the age of 25, from who do they want to be at the age of 25, to what problem are they meant to solve, not in future, now. So the fundamental question I ask you to ask yourself, to ask your child is, what problem are you solving? Is your child solving? Sure. That is how you are going to raise a creator, a thinker, a leader, a builder. Because builders or creators are nurtured from that question. Number 3, wealthy practice that John D. Rockefeller did that built him as a giant. Number 3, he partnered the capital plus power. John D. Rockefeller had capital, but he didn't have power. So he needed to have it. What did he do? He had to move out and find power. So he found the who. So he partnered with bankers, he partnered with lawyers, he partnered with the politicians, and etc. And in the end, he became a giant, an industrial tycoon. Sure. Now here's the problem with the school factory system he funded and reformed. It teaches your child to do everything, to be everyone. High performers know who they are, and then what they can't do but need, they find the who. They don't learn how to do it. They find the who and partner with that person. Network. So it's called strategic networking. Who is in your child's circle? I always tell people, especially those that want to learn from me on how to build their kids as purpose-aware kids, and of course entrepreneurs or CEOs under the age of 19. I always tell them there is no socialization in school. There isn't socialization in school. Because kids are just standardized. They think the same, see the same, act the same, do everything the same. That's standardization. That is standardization. So, and of course, now, because they have made them to be like that, they are not valuable. And when you are not valuable, you cannot know who else you need. But outside school, a child who is purpose aware, nurtured, educated outside school, knows their value, will know what is missing and define the who to give them that stuff or do the work for them. So socialization is outside school. Vertical socialization, where your child socialize with people, with adults. Then peer builder socialization, where they socialize with same age, but they are adding value onto them. And lastly, market socialization, where they move out in the marketplace to socialize. To understand how the market operates. Does that make sense? So 3 practices John D. Rockefeller did. Number 1, he understood apprenticeship is greater than a degree. Number 2, he solved a real problem. And then number 3, he partnered the capital plus power. Now here's the pro tip bonus. It's a pro tip. I always teach this in our exclusive community, where I help high achieving parents, successful entrepreneurs, business owners, or thought leaders nurture their kids as purpose aware kids, and of course CEOs under the age of 19. So here's the pro tip. By the way, if you're looking forward to being part of this community, all you need to do is to send the word community on this number, +256 4737 6256. Here's the pro tip. John D. Rockefeller understood leverage. The word is leverage. You didn't hear me. Leverage. Money leverage. People leverage. Power leverage. system leverage, and that is what built him to be a giant. Take that home, taste it, and you see yourself nurturing an owner, nurturing a successor, nurturing a builder. Does that make sense? Please, I remain DK. I'm just your boy. Good luck.